Listo. So we gonna start. Hi Andrea. Hi guys. Welcome to OLC Online Language Community. My name's Kevin, and today I'm going to teach you about the topic making complaints and request solutions. So we're going to start with a little icebreaker, and in this icebreaker, you uh, go to see a little short, a little video, and do you have to answer, or do you must to answer the question, what would you do in this situation? So tell me if you can see and hear the video, please.
Okay.
Excuse
Yes, I can
me.
see it.
Okay.
I've been waiting for an hour for my food, and now that I get it, it's completely cold.
I am sorry, but that's not my fault. We have a new cook who is still not so familiar with everything, and we have unexpectedly many guests, so things can take a while.
Well, so please take the food with you and bring me a warm one. Excuse me.
Yes, please.
I've been waiting for an hour for my food, and now it's completely cold.
I'm very sorry. We have unexpectedly many guests, and that's why there are some delays in the kitchen. May I take your food with me and bring you another fresh one? Would that be okay for you?
Yes, please.
There you are. Here is your fresh food. Sorry again, I apologize. May we offer you some coffee and dessert on the house?
Yes, please.
Thanks a lot, and have a nice meal, sir.
Okay, so in the first situation, what would you do?
I think I would do the same that did the man, like asking at the serve. I think it's the waiter for why my food is cold, and depends on the waiter answers. I will ask for a warmer one.
Yeah, and you think the the waiter serve a demand well or
The
bad?
first the first one I didn't like it because the way of her responses, like they were so vague, so I don't know how to say it, but I like most the second one behavior. She was more polite about it. Oops, something happens. I don't know. Can you hear me?
Sorry. I lost the connection. You can see the
Oh, okay.
screen, yes?
Yes, I can see.
Okay.
I don't know if it
So,
is, you can you alcanzaste a escuchar lo que respondí.
mm, not all, not
Not
all.
all. Okay, I repeat. I like the second waiter most because her response were more polite. I think to the more polite. Her entire behavior was were more polite to the situation.
Yeah. So, to continue, we are going to see the key vocabulary and expressions. And these are some useful verbs and phrase complain to use. One of these is complain about. Complain about this phrase is used when you want to spread dissatisfaction with a product, service, or experience. For example, I like to complain about the food I ordered because it was cool when it arrived. Eh, Me gustaría, o sea, tengo una queja en cuestión de la comida porque eh, está caliente, o sea, estaba fría cuando llegó. Entonces, why use it? We use this complaint about it's for clearly states the problem and introduce a complaint in a direct but polite way. So the second, be dissatisfied with. This phrase is used to express a disappointment or unhappiness with something. For example, I'm dissatisfied with the way my user was handled by the customer service. In this case, I can say this phrase is used. We can use this phrase in the third part of the video when we see the waiter is have a disrespect attention with the man. Uh, we use this to make complaints sound more professional and polite rather than aggressive. Do you understand or and translate to you?
No, I can understand. No problem.
Okay. So the third is there seems to be a problem with, and this phrase is useful for a point out an unuse without sounding too direct or rude. For example, there seems to be a problem with my internet connection. It keeps disconnecting. In this phrase is introduced the uses in a neutral way, allowing the listener to offer a solution. Okay, so the four demand refund or ask a replacement. And these phrases are used when you when you expect a compensation for a problem. For example, I like to request a full refund because my order never arrived. Or could you send me a replacement for the broken phone I received?
Okay.
Or I like to request a full refund. Okay, uh, these are we use demand on refund or a replacement to make sure clear and professional, helping the company to understand what action is you need or what action is needed. So there are some polite expressions, expression for complaints and requesting solutions. One of them is polite expression is I'm sorry to bother you, but no, I'm sorry. I pass. So there are some polite expressions for complaints and requesting solutions. The polite expression for complaints is using polite language makes complaint more effective and increase the chance of getting a positive response. For example, the first of that is I'm sorry to bother you, but this phrase is a polite way to introduce a complaint without sounding rude. For example, I'm sorry to bother you, but my food order is incorrect. Could you fix it? Could you fix it? So in this phrase, it makes the complaint sound more respectful and would encourage better customer service. The second is I understand mistakes happen, but this phrase is a knowledge that error can occur while it's still addressing the problem. For example, I understand mistakes happen, but I have been waiting for my order for over 2 hours. In this phrase, it shows that you are the reasonable and not just complaining for sake of it. En este caso, understand mistakes happen es una frase que deja saber que está ocurriendo un error y que siguen sin solucionarlo. En el ejemplo, le estamos dando que entiendo que hayan pasado errores, pero he estado esperando mi orden por cerca de 2 horas. Entonces, estamos señalando que hay una razón razonable en el que se está enfocando el problema y no es solamente, por así decirlo, un complemento o un jugueteo de que no me han atendido.
Okay.
Okay, so the third is, I hope you can help me with this problem. It's easy because this phrase expresses trust in the other person's ability to resolve the use. For example, I hope you can help me with this problem. I was charged twice for the same purge. En esta expresión, más que nada, nosotros lo usamos para darle como la capacidad que la persona que tenga la habilidad nos ayude a resolver el problema. En el ejemplo, es que tengo esperanzas de que puedas ayudarme con este problema. Lo he cargado 2 veces por el mismo precio. O he empujado 2 veces por the same purge.
Okay.
Eh, why, why we use it? We use it to request some cooperative rather than demanding. Lo usamos más que nada para sonar de que necesitamos ayuda de forma cooperativa en vez de ser más que nada una demanda o ordenar que se dé esta solución o que se le ayude.
Okay. ¿Como los servicios al
And
cliente?
yes.
Okay.
And the last, requesting solutions. Requesting solution is it is when complaining it's important to clearly state what you want as a solution. For example, the first could you it is a polite way to ask for assistance. An example is could you send technicians to visit? Why we use could you? We use because it sounds polite and allows the listener to respond positively. The second is I appreciate it. It is a polite way to request an action while showing a gratitude in advance. For example, I appreciate if you could offer a replacement. Lo usamos como una manera educada para requerir una acción que se nos devuelva de alguna forma, mostrando como una gratitud ¿sabes? Una gratitud, eh, ¿cómo lo puedo decir en español? Una gratitud antes de que se nos dé el servicio.
Okay.
En el ejemplo, I appreciate if you could offer a replacement. Lo apreciaría si podrías ofrecerme un reemplazo. Entonces, why we use it? We use it because it sounds professional and diplomatic. Basically, we use I appreciate. The third, I expect full refund or placement or a compensation. This is a direct way to state what you need as a resolution. For example, I expect a full refund because the service was not provided as promised. Esta es una forma directa de demandar que tú necesitas una solución, una resolución. El ejemplo nos está indicando, el ejemplo que te estoy diciendo nos está indicando que I expect a full refund, espero que me regresen el dinero o me lo devuelvan because the service was not provided as promised. Porque el servicio no fue como, no cumplió la promesa que se hizo o no fue como se esperaba. So, why you use it? We use it to make the complaint clear and set expectations. And this is an structure of complaints and solution. In the next slide, I show you the sentence structure for complaints and solutions. The first is making a complaint. A complaint. It's like to complain about the internet connection in the hotel room. It hasn't worked since arrived. So, why you use this? This structure is clearly a stage they use and when it started. Esta estructura se usa más que nada para dejar claro cuando un mal funcionamiento o algo comenzó. En el ejemplo que te provisioné en la presentación, dice que él tiene un problema con la conexión del internet en el cuarto del hotel o en la habitación del hotel, porque no ha funcionado desde que él llegó. Entonces, acá la estructura literalmente nos está dejando claro cuál es el problema y cuándo este comenzó. Apologizing. Apologizing is used as a customer service agent. Es usado como para cuando una persona que está ofreciendo un servicio. Apologizing en español es disculparse. For example, an example of this. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Let me check what we can do to solve this issue. And another example is, no, sorry. Why we use this? Because this response to shows empathy and willingness to help. En el ejemplo, se está demostrando o se da a entender que la persona que se está disculpando es como el mesero o la persona que está ofreciéndole un servicio a la otra persona. En el ejemplo, se está disculpando por el inconveniente y que le deje revisar qué puede hacer para resolver este. So, the third is requesting a solution. The requesting a solution, an example is, could you send someone to fix it today? ¿Podrías mandar a alguien para arreglarlo hoy? We use it to sound polite yet direct and making it clearer what action is needed. Lo usamos más que nada de una forma educada y directa para hacerles saber de manera clara la acción que se necesita que se haga o la acción que se necesita para resolver algún problema. You understand?
Yeah.
Or you have any questions? Okay. So there's one activity. In this activity, it's called fits my problem. So and think and talk this activity make it in collaborative, but I don't know if there's someone more than
I
you.
got maybe.
Let me check.
That's all right.
Okay, so in this activity, you have to take turns of representing a problem and must suggest possible solutions using polite expressions. I give you some example that what you have to do is a short dialogue in you representing some problem and the possible solution. And the example is student one. I ordered a laptop online, but when it arrived, the screen was broken. Student two. You should contact the company customer service and ask for a replacement. Student one. I already did, but they haven't responded my emails. Student three. I recommend calling them directly or checking their social media for faster assistance. Student one. That's a good idea. I'll try to calling them. Thanks. So I give you uh, 10 minutes to present a dialogue with a problem and with a possible solution and post it in the chat to then discuss them.
Okay.
Or you need more time.
No, I think it 10 time is enough. already.
Yes.
Yes, I finished.
Okay. So, what world or what person do you choose to save it? The first or the second?
I go with the first, I think.
Okay. So start.
Okay, the other day I had a problem with my Wi-Fi.
Did you call the service company?
Yes, at the national line, but isn't fixed yet.
What they told you about that?
They told me the technicians will arrive at 3 o'clock p.m. and it's already half past 4 p.m.
Recommend you calling them at customer service again, but this time at the local center and make a complaint.
Yeah, I show.
Okay, so when finish this activity, we continue with another activity. But in this activity, you should write a short format complaint, like an email based on a scenario. In this case, in the scenario uh, of the of the case that you said in the before activity.
Okay,
So I give you some example that you can use like an structure, like a structure to resolve this activity. You can 10 minutes. I think it's enough, or you need more time.
okay, 10 minutes, okay. Thank you. All right. Finish.
Okay, so can you say it,
Read it. Okay.
please?
Dear customer service, on the last day I made a call about a problem with my Wi-Fi. The customer service told me they will send a group of technicians to my home to fix it. Today at 3 p.m. The time came, the time came, the time came, and they didn't show up. I really appreciate it if you can provide me a correct service. Respectfully, person one.
Okay, so right, well done. This is um all to this session. I give you in the chat the link of assistance. Please fill up.
Okay.
This is all today. I hope you enjoyed the class and learned something.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Have a good night.
The same to you.